Good morning, everyone. Today, we will have a session called Life Science Startup Toolbox to move from unconsciously incompetent to consciously competent with Pak Coronata Tambun. As the word hold the key, unconsciously incompetent. In a current situation where we're in a pandemic era and we have all of this terminology of startup, and startup, that which have a very, I would say, very big dream, right? Okay, I want to be a unicorn, a decacorn company, and etc. And I would like to reach it within several months, and etc. Right? But along the way, of course, there are many obstacles, there are many hurdles, right? That makes them realize that there are parts that are unconsciously incompetent, right? So we need to improve on this area first, especially in life science startup, which is this topic. This is what we are going to do today, with MBM students and of course with Pak Toronata Tambun. Pak Toronata Tambun, maybe you can give a little bit of like a teaser of what we are going to do today, Pak.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Richard, for your kind invitation. Um, Today, I will use the tool, or what they call on-road climate simulation made by MIT and Climate Interactive. I will use that to lead us to the last half an hour conclusion. Why you want to study again for those undergraduate in MBM program, and then what if for those of you who like to become a startuppers, and what is the key ingredients for your kind of success. So I will use this tool as a means to the end, but the tool itself is already a great we will all experience this. The tool has been introduced in a general assembly for real in United Nations. So what we are going to do today is we are going to reenact what happened in the General Assembly in United Nations when they introduced this, when they use this tool to remind leaders of the world about the urgency of climate change. So that's what we are going to do together, Dr. Richard, not only me,
Yes.
together.
So as Gabriel mentioned before, right? Sustainability is one of our MBM commitment, to the United Nations, and this will also become our source of topics, to allow the people, right, to make it as a toolbox, right? How you lobby around, right, from the unconsciously incompetent, and how we are going to reflect on that manner so that we can improve and become consciously competent. So I would like to remind all the participants, because I see some of you has not muted the microphone. So I would like to kindly request the participant to mute, for the sake of the smooth progress, of the webinar. So I have seen 4 people, they are not muted, like Adam Putra, Beauty von Regan, Kartida Winahyu, and Yulia, you have not muted. So I would like to kindly ask you to mute, or maybe the operator here, can I request you to mute the unmuted participants, because I see a lot of disturbance. I hear a lot of disturbances.
Yes, sir.
Please mute everyone except the speakers.
Yes.
Okay, so I would like to greet the students. So good morning, students. Which is part of the role play. So I would like to greet you. Are you around?
Yeah, they turn on their video
Yes,
already.
sir.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So I guess now we are able to start the simulation of climate change. Yeah. So is everyone ready? Yeah. Maybe Pak Toro, you can. I think since I think all of the yeah disturbances are gone and the students are ready, I think you can carry on, Pak.
Okay. Thank you so much. So let's get started. I There is just one little thing. I would like to see a participant named Thea Bella, because I have just asked him or her to replace her name or his name from Hello Hello to Thea Bella. Can I see you in the video so that I know that you are a real person? Otherwise, welcome and enjoy the workshop. So today, again, as Dr. Richard asked me kindly, I'm using this in order to lead us to answer the questions how we go from incompetent inconscious to become competent conscious. But I'm going to use this. And why? There are three reasons. Number one, this is the currency of the world now. And this is your currency as a Z generation. This is your currency. Currency is meanings. This is what you must, this is what you guys talk. Environmental, you know, making world a greater place to live. This is Generation Z topic, and I really adore them, adore you for this. And so, hang on 1 minute. Okay. So we will be using this tool called ONGROADS, developed by Climate Interactive, a leading nonprofit climate and energy think tank in partnership with MIT Sloan Sustainability Initiative. I think the MC today introduced me. I would like to introduce myself. I'm Toro. This is the proper introduction. I'm an alumni of Harvard Business School and an affiliated alumni of MIT Sloan School Management. So, so why? So why this is? We will be using. Why we are using this? Um, Sometimes, if we know only a little bit about stuff that we are going to discuss, then it will lead us to many um, unconsciously incompetent thing. We think we know, but we don't know. And we see in newspaper people talk about climate change here and there, but what is behind the climate change? Is it kind of a new religion nowadays? No, I don't know. I don't think so. But let us use this tool to assess rationally what is climate change and see that there is the thesis I'm going to introduce is there is no party that claim they are the righteous one, the most righteous one. So this tool is powered by the best available research on climate science and solutions. There are more than 63 simulation underneath of this simulation, and it is all transparent. You can change the simulation if you are familiar. If later on, if I3L or MBM introduce this in your curriculum, you will be familiar with this tool. You can change the variable accordingly, and then it is dynamic. That's very important. Our life is not linear. Our life is dynamic. Most of the time, we plan from point A to point Z, but what happens is our life is not from A to Z. Our life is A to B, then sometimes B to A again, A to N, and then go back to J, and so on. And then the last thing why I like to use this, despite after seeing so many simulation, is because this is very fast, runs in real time. You don't have to spend single pennies to know how to use this. This is available online, and this is the culture of MIT, mens e manus, meaning mind and hands. When people study there, they are expected to know to read about frameworks by themselves, but what they spend most in their school is hands-on learning experience, like what we are doing now. And because I just quote this, that if you want to teach people a new way of thinking, don't bother trying to teach them. Instead, give them a tool, the use of which will lead to new ways of thinking. Okay, and this event has been run in many countries. Have been in many countries. As we speak today, there are one delegation in Scotland who is actually helping many people, many leaders, how to understand the climate change rationally. In Jakarta, there have been several events in Bali also. It's not only by me. You can also join to become the ambassador. You all can change. You can join this movement. And let's briefly review the science and what's at stake. I will make a disclosure statement that I'm not a climate change scientist. I come from industry. I want to invest in the clean tech business. That's one of my investment theme, clean tech business. So I cannot run away from this. I cannot not know this stuff. So I have to study this. I went to MIT to study this with my own effort. So if you know more than me, you are welcome to contribute, but not now, later. Okay? So basically, what happened is the atmospheric carbon dioxide is higher than at any time in the last 800,000 years. And then these CO2 atmospheric levels are increasing faster, unfortunately, than at any time in millions of years. So I don't. People will argue, because maybe this graph happens because they were lacking of data in 800 million years ago, 800,000 years ago. Maybe, I don't know, but this is just something that we observe in the last in the century. The current level spikes so highly. But where does the CO2 come from? Any ideas? Let's say Fidi. Any ideas? Where does the CO2 come from?
Fuel emissions, carbon and coal emissions. Yeah.
Fuel emissions, coal emissions, fuel emissions.
Yeah.
Anything else that you can think?
Agriculture and land, they produce.
Yes, with agriculture, coal,
most
emission,
of
oil.
the.
Yes. Yeah. So the main contributor of CO2 emission, unfortunately, the fossil fuels. Unfortunately, 2/3. But 1/3 is actually coming from the 1/3 is actually coming from the agriculture, the land use change emissions, primarily from deforestations. Unfortunately. So carbon dioxide is not the only thing that is contributing to climate change. Bukan itu aja ya dosa. Not only CO2. There are also other things. This is 7% CO2 come from land and forestry, ammonia, nitrogen, and F gases. 1/3. Yeah. So people tend to blame only this, but we are here not to blame. That's why I want to introduce this. Stay away from blaming culture. We are here living together in the same boat. Don't blame. Without fossil fuel, won't be here today. Without fossil fuels, you won't be here today. All of you. What I wear today, I think I cannot think of anything that is not made of fossil fuel, hydrocarbon. The pen, hydrocarbon. What is this? The remote control is also partly coming from a fossil fuel. My jacket, what is this? Walkman? No, not Walkman. Earphone. The keyboard. I cannot think of anything that not come from the fossil fuel. So don't blame. We are here not to blame. That's one key takeaway that maybe you want to remember. We are not here to blame people, to blame others. It's generally applicable in your life, not only in this business of startup. No blame culture. Agriculture contributes 50% of the global methane and 60% of global nitrous oxide emission. Heavy industry and manufacturing as well as consumer goods are also sources of nitrous oxide and F gases. So this is just fact, and I think all the 6 panelists have received climate change facts. You have? Isabella, okay. This morning I sent to you. And this graph actually shows a closer look in the last 170 years. What happened? Measuring from 1850, people usually use this 1850 as a standard of a temperature in pre-industrial times. The surface temperature has increased 1 degree Celsius. 1 degree Celsius. What does 1 degree mean to you? I can show you if we have time what happened with 1 degree, right? But I have some pictures that I can use also as an illustration. So in this scenario, we will have, if we continue business as usual, meaning we don't change anything, we keep producing as we do, we keep consuming as we do, we grow, we keep building, we keep wasting our the CO2, then the world in 2100 is predicted to reach 3.6 degree Celsius. Compared to the bold line, here the black color one, it's actually we wish to have the 2 degree here. We wish to have 2 degree, or even according to the climate goals is 1.5 degree. And okay, so the additional 3 degrees Celsius, what does it do to us, to the world? Many things, but I can share with you 4. The Arctic Sea ice, we enjoy this. If you go to Iceland or Norway, you can see this. The Arctic Sea is gone 2 out of every 3 summers. Is it scary or not? For me, it's scary. I work in oil and gas, so I know what it means, how scary this is. Okay, since you all come from bioscience degree or biomedic, bio-entrepreneur, some of you come from agriculture major in UGM, I see, and also some of you come from even nuclear engineering background and physics engineering background. So this may be related to you. For those life science, 50% of insect species lost more than 50% of their habitat range. Oh. And then the drought, 11 months longer, increase in average drought length. And then area burned by summer wildfires in Mediterranean doubles. The 3 to 4 degree future is still very bleak, by the way, especially for the world's most vulnerable nations and communities who experience impacts of climate change disproportionately. Meaning, if you apply this to particular countries that actually experience climate change worse than the others, then the impact is bigger. We need to do better. We means everybody. You, I don't talk about leaders, government leaders. I talk about you and me, our family, our brother, our sister, our school. Far better. Okay. Yeah, for me, okay, what is this? Isabella, what do you think when you hear Arctic Sea ice melting, insects gone? I just want to have your prompt opinion. Do you relate to this? Oh, you want to type your comment on your chat, Isabel, because I cannot hear you. It's broken. Sorry, it's maybe from
Yeah,
my
I think
end.
the signal is broken. So
Broken. Yeah.
yeah, maybe you
Okay.
can
So no
repeat or
problem.
you can type.
You can type so we can share. Somebody will read it for me. Okay, Albert, you will read Isabel comment later when it appears in the chat. Thank you. So while waiting for Isabel to comment, let's see what happened with Shanghai. Today it's like this. Many of you maybe have come to Shanghai, visit Shanghai, beautiful city, very beautiful coast city. I really enjoyed the the new city and the old city. Beautiful culture there. This is very nice place to be. The sea level rise is sorry. Now I'm going to show you what happened here. If the temperature goes to 3.5 degree, it's most of them are underwater. What a pity. New York City. And again, I assume that many of you have gone to New York with your parents for vacation, or if you have not, you will visit one day. Very vibrant city, of course, the city that never sleeps. What happened here? Very nice, you come here to the end, to the south of Manhattan. What happened if it goes to 3.5 degree? All of this will be going under the water. Okay, Park Avenue, where the richest people in the world live. Park Avenue. Very close to shore. Okay, Pa, it's too far, Pa. Okay, last night I made my homework. I present to you Jakarta. Okay, Jakarta today, 2001 until 2100, compare between 1.5 to 3.6. So 1.5 here, no, not so. This area will definitely goes under the water. Yeah, until 2100. Oh, very good, not too bad. But hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. This is not the. This is just. But what scientists will look it is this picture. Okay, this is the long-term sea level outcomes. Climate and energy choices, your choices on this decade will influence how high sea levels rise for hundreds of years from now. Hundreds of years from now. Okay, maybe not in your lifetime. So the green color represent land saved by action. So the green color, this is what will be safe if we start doing something about climate change. But if we don't do anything, then the whole area here will be flooded. I don't know where you live, but I live somewhere here. So I will live actually near the beach. But I will not live because this will happen like maybe 200 years from now, maybe. So, is it very scary? Yeah. For people who love environment, this is very scary. But for people who don't care, it's not scary. Okay, this is very famous, the bull picture in New York. And this is what happened if 4 degrees Celsius warming. Again, this is Shanghai. This is London. What happened is the Big Ben and all the Parliament House will be under the water. Shanghai, after 4 degrees Celsius warming, will be like this. It's a bit scary. Very scary. And climate-related disaster cost world 650 billion between 2016 and 2018. So this is the warming up for our session. So now we are going to go to. We will rely on Albert, Isabel, and then Jana, Adisti, Yisha, and Fidi to help us to come up with a plan, global plan, what we can do to avoid those things. And they will use this 1 to 18 levers. They will use these 18 levers to control the input. So now I want to hear from, okay, so are you ready, guys? So if you want me to pretend that this is the United Nations meeting, then I will do that, but just for trying, for the sake of trying, but otherwise we will just proceed without reenacting the United Nations. So tell me first from Jana, because you happen to be in my picture. Jana, you
Yes.
are from land. You are from land and agriculture industry,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So I will try to write down your proposal, or somebody maybe not Gabriel, maybe Dr. Richard would like to help me to write down her proposal. Please, Dr. Richard. Okay, Jana,
Yeah.
I will. Do you want to share something or no? No, I will stop
Yes,
sharing.
I
You will
actually
stop.
have the a bit presentations.
Okay, good. Okay, so I have stopped sharing. I believe so.
Okay.
So you are from land and agriculture industry. So I
Yes.
give you 2.5 minutes only.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Beautiful.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so my name is Jana and I am a representative of the land and agriculture. So in this one, I would like to address some of the challenges. The first one is the agriculture contribute 24% of greenhouse gas emissions in the world. Is the first to industry that is contribute the most in the world. And then we are in need to reducing the incidence of the climate change to limit the global warming to less than 2 degrees Celsius. And then,
Right.
however, we also facing the higher demand for food as the population is expected to grow even higher in the 2000 later on. And then the next challenges that we face is actually high deforestations for land opening for agricultural purposes without considering the biodiversity and ecological aspect of the areas. Thus, with these challenges, our objective or our plan is the first is to manage the deforestations. In my plan, it must be more than 40% for the managing and the deforestations. And the next one is rejoice with afforestation, which means we free the land and then we start to grow again the biodiversity of the forest with more than 30% in the next 5 years. And the next one is the fight emissions of the methane, nitrous oxide, and other greenhouses that come from the farmings and other house and land uses. For example, the farming from the cows and others poultry productions that
Right.
contribute the most in the gas emissions. And the next one is to create efficient and effective land use, especially those who are already used in right now for the food productions to support the wellness of people with high responsibility and equity and easier access for all of the people. So this is our plan in the land and agriculture. I think that's all from
Okay.
me. Thank you
Okay.
very
Hang on.
much.
Thank you. Thank you, delegation. Thank you. Thank you, the delegate. I want to write down your input. Please take a look in your screen. So what you say about deforestation? What do you say? You want
Uh,
to
do you, yes, I want to increase the deforestations up and
increase,
no, reduce. I mean,
reduce? Yeah,
sorry, yeah, reduce
for
until
40%, 80.
40%.
You say 40. Okay.
Yeah.
So oh
Oh,
oh
it's like in my calculation is -5%
minus
per
5%.
years.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's it. Okay. So and then what else you want to propose? You will start deforestation in when? 2021 now or tomorrow or next year?
Um, I think for the plan, it start for 2025 because in 5 years we still need to negotiate with the
Excellent.
stakeholders.
Right. So I will put
Mm.
2025 in the variable. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So thank you. Your effort will bring 0.1 degree. What else that you propose? Because you also saying about forestation. You say happy forestation or something,
Yeah.
joyful forestation. So what would you do with the forestation?
So for the afforestations, we would like to plan for 42% of the growth.
Wow. And wonderful. And then
Yeah.
when will
And
you
then
start?
the start still in 2025.
Okay. Okay. And then in Indonesia or in this. Okay, this is not Indonesia. This is throughout the world. But do you agree that it will take 10 years to get the land for afforestation or longer?
Actually, because we are in it in radical change, so my
Mm-hmm.
plan is actually 5
Mm-hmm.
years.
5 years. Ooh,
Yeah,
yes, 5 years. So you will spend a lot of money to buy land for
yeah.
making it a forest. Good. What about the afforestation planting time? How many years it takes to grow a forest? Now, the real one is actually 30 years. So do you
Yeah.
think, yeah, 30 years, or you would be aggressive?
I would like to be aggressive to 10 years
Aggressive.
because yeah.
10
Be,
years. Oh,
yeah,
growing forest for 10 years. Interesting.
yeah.
Anyway, we will like to hear from you. Maybe some of you are from forestry, but okay. So far, what else you are in control? Oh, methane. You are also in control of methane,
Maintenance.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
So what happened with the cow and methane and other gases? What do you want to propose?
So in agricultural waste emissions, we would like
Yes.
to reduce until minus 70%,
Minus 70.
17,
Oh, minus
17,
70. 17 or 70?
17.
70. Right?
Yeah.
17 only. Ah.
Yeah, because like it will be in my plan it will be hard to
Ah.
directly.
So you are very aggressive in forestry, but you are not very aggressive in agriculture. Okay, good. So then what happened? Do you want to take care also of the industry? You want to be, because this is very also contributing the methane, nitrous dioxide, and then off gases.
I think yes, I would like to propose to also reduce by 13.
Yeah, 13. Okay. So then I believe you want to start as soon as possible, right?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
start.
So far with your proposal, you okay? What else? Have
Um,
what else? Deforestation, methane, others, afforestation. What else under your responsibility or your domain? This
Actually,
all?
only that, but we are
Only that.
very supporting in the new zero carbon, and then
New zero
the
carbon.
yeah,
Okay. You support
and
this.
then yeah, and then
Okay.
the renewables
Okay.
energies. So we
So
would like to support them.
you will support the new carbon. So like how much?
I think in my I think it's actually one, like in here it's one,
Okay. Okay.
and
Let's
then
do this one, and then you also support the renewables, right? So
yeah,
I will
to
put
be
you'll be
subsidized.
very aggressive. You will be very aggressive on renewables.
Yeah,
To the extent to the end or half.
half.
Half. Okay, be reasonable. Okay. So thank you, Delegate Jana from
Yeah.
Land and Agriculture Focus Group. Now going to Adisti. Adisti, if you for the sake of time, do you mind if we go straight to the simulation? What do you propose? And tell me who you are. I know who are you, but pretend that you are from confection industry. Tell me with passion.
Yes. Thank you, Pak Toronata, for your welcome. So, do you can hear my voice clearly?
I can hear your voice and also the song behind you.
I'm really sorry for that. And then, so I asked like a delegates from a conventional energy. May I have a little bit screen share because like
Okay,
a
of
little
course.
bit
Oh
of
yeah,
a
yeah, okay,
data.
okay. I will stop sharing, and then the screen is yours.
Yeah, thank you,
I
sir.
like this, Dr. Richard.
So here's is my biggest reasons and as my backgrounds, like where I'm gonna like give you some kind of input inside of those simulations. So here's is what I found it from EAI. So we all know that before from the informations that uh, fossil fuels, including the coals and also the natural gas and etc., is the major cause of bringing of the waste of the dioxide. But then, like
Right.
I like to remind all of you that. Uh, for examples like the materials that they use, which is important, which for the primary needs for human, which is for electricity and fuel, etc. And I think that up until now, we still not have any kind of the solutions or alternative that can replace them. Because if you see from this data, which is the capacity factors, uh, the first that leading as the biggest capacity factor, which is the nuclears, as we all know that we want to all of the humankind is actually can have the access with their primary needs, which is the electricity and fuel, etc. And as you can see that the most below is just the wind and solar. And so I think that uh, my the biggest proposal for me is that I think that wait a sec. I
Very
already
good.
like little bit of the simulation for myself, but then I'm still need a lot of participations of delegates from other area, which is from the agricultural and also from the clean tech, which is there is a carbon removals. Like for us, I think that uh, as a delegates from the conventional energy, we tend more like to be investing on those kind of things instead of
Right.
the renewable energy. Because as you know before, I already share you the data that this renewable energy is still giving the little amounts of the power source for our primary needs. So I think that uh, we tend to be more like focusing into the
Okay, I
the
will. It's very
afforestation.
interesting, I can see one of you will be very angry, whoever you are, climate hawks, maybe because the Adisti is okay. Never mind, it's good. So you already come up with some solution, some proposal. Good. So anything else? We have here, by the way, Adisti, a student from nuclear engineering, UGM. We
Yeah,
have
so I
in
think
our
that
audiences.
our like from my solution is that first is I also agree with supporting for the afforestations, and lastly, which is
Okay.
the clean tech, which is the carbon removal, because I think that there is I found some kind of to news data, which is
Right.
they are tend to be
Wow.
more like to investing more on the technology, which is that we all
Right.
know that the carbon dioxide it's which is like can come from anything that we need from my perspective that the solution is we need to get rid of the issues, not actually like some kind part of it. So I think that yeah, that's
Wow. So do you think, no, this is out of this simulation. Adisti, what does it take for you to make this kind of startup? This, the one that you show us today. This now.
I think that uh my main reason is for me to focusing more on this because we want to get the win-win solution based of
Okay.
on not only from the stakeholders but also for the
Wow.
society.
Very great. Okay. So
Yeah.
I will, can I, do you mind me taking over your screen so that I can enter in the simulation?
Which ones are the
No, no, I will take over your screen now.
uh,
Okay. Now, please, and please, oh, oh my God. Sorry, sister. I think oh, what happened? Here. Okay. So, Adisti, you're very aggressive in, not personally, of course, in this meeting. You are actually proposing something that people are very scared to do. You want to subsidize the coal, still, right?
yeah, yeah. Because like
Right?
I think like it's not only like gonna be subsidized like forever, but I think like
Yeah. It's okay.
with the times that like coming out with until that
Right.
we see that we find a solutions that actually
Okay.
can giving the win-win solution for all of us, like for
Right.
the businessmen and also like for the people. So I
Okay.
think that we're gonna like change the strategies like of that.
Right.
But I think that
Okay.
from
Please look into the screen now because I'm going to replicate what you do. So you say you want to subsidize the coal. Yeah. Okay. And you want to tell the government, oh, let's go and build nuclear power plant. By the way, I was a nuclear engineer by education. So I thank you, Adisti. Yeah, but I like this. This is like if this happens in my other school, you will be thrown out of the room right away. Maybe. Very very aggressive. Anyway, what else you propose? Oil, you say?
I think that for little for
See this.
temporary
See
things in the
see the screen. See the screen. See the screen. Tell me what I need to do.
uh, I think I'm gonna subsidize the coal, oil,
The
instead
call
of
done already. The call I did already. The call. The nuclear.
the oil, and
The
also
oil you also want to subsidize. I like this. Right. But I just want people to see, when Adisti say she want to subsidize the coal, what happened is the temperature goes 1 degree. But then when she said she wants to use most the capacity power plant, she wants to use nuclear capacity based power plant, then the temperature goes down 1 degree, and oil doesn't affect so much. See, interesting, right? People hate oil. But whatever you do here, actually, it just happened. Oh no, it increased 1 degree again. Okay, so your proposal actually, one more. You propose something about technological, right? Here, right?
yes, sir. Yeah, the
Yeah.
technological and also the forestation. So I think like
So
need to gather all of the delegates from other kind of the area. So we
yeah,
like tends to clear the primary needs of the humans, the mankind, and
good.
also at the same time we like participating in apa, uh, overcoming the climate change.
Right. So you propose let's invest in the technological clean technology, right? I don't know how you will get the money, but you will say to the government, let's invest, spend hundreds and billions of rupiah, or not rupiah, or maybe rupiah, not billion, trillions of rupiah to invest in the real clean technology. That's what you propose. You will go to the street and campaign, right?
Yes.
Do this, right? Focus on this technology, not just platform matchmaking. Good. But then you are also supporting Jana. Jana is very moderate, but you want all the way. So Jana, do you want to follow her style all the way? Forest,
Mm,
afforestation? Normally you say yes, but it's up to you because this is your baby. But she supports you very very aggressively.
yes, I would like to say yes, but like it feels like she gave me her sins. Like like
Because
like
she wants to invest in oil and coal, but at the
yeah,
same time she wants to do forestation. Okay, so I will
yeah,
leave you two to discuss and fight later on, but not
yeah.
publicly right now. So
Okay.
Adisti, I will not put afforestation to the max, right? I will follow Jana because today she is the expert. Anything else that you see that I have not touched, Adisti?
I think that for uh, current time period right now, since like there is a COVID-19, and
Yeah.
also like people are tend to be more like use the little amount of the energies. I think like
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna increase supporting the energy efficiency.
Yeah,
I
which
think
one? The
that
car, the car or the building?
both of them.
Both of them. Up to where? Up to where?
What's my
Now it is 0.5% per year. But let's for the sake of efficiency, you go all the way up or just a little.
Yeah, I think that in my simulations I put it up until the maximum of the energy
You are
efficiency.
very, very optimistic. You go up to the maximum. You know what you will do? You will tell people stop using car. But that's basically you will say to them, stop using car, only use bicycle. That's what you would do. Okay, but I like it. And then building, you say you go to the maximum too.
Uh,
Okay, but I like
eh,
this. I want audience. Adisti, please mute yourself for 1 minute. So audience, please see this process. Yeah. When Adisti says she wants to focus on building on the energy efficiency of the building and industry, look what happened. From 2.6, it goes down to 2.2. What does it say? Tell me what does it say? Darren Lewis. What does it say? Darren Lewis, are you there?
Yes, Pak.
What does it say? Like just now we play from for 25 minutes, everything goes 0.1, 0.1. But look at this. When Adisti say, let's put the buildings industry as efficient as possible, boom, it goes down 0.4 degree. Very, very dominant. So I'm not supposed to answer, but what do you think? How people increase building energy efficiency, Darren?
Actually, it's a complicated case, Pak.
Yeah, you are genius. So the genius is very famous to make things complicated to simple, but not simpler. That's what your professor Albert Einstein say. The genius is people who make things difficult simple. Okay, Darren, are you going to answer or not? How do you want to? Do you know as an audience? How would people see? The answer is here already in front of you. Energy efficiency includes things like building well insulated homes and reducing the amount of energy factories use. Energy efficiency practices can save money through reduced energy as well as improve the health of people in those buildings. So meaning, for example, we are going to install thin film in every window and every wall of the tall buildings in Jakarta. No more electricity from the power plant, only for backup. But the electricity will come from the thin film. So all buildings will have thin film that can generate electricity. They will be covered with thin film. Very powerful and as technology. Okay, thank you, Darren, for trying. Okay, Adisti, now we go down to 2.2. Let's go to Ayesha. You are from World Leaders. Oh, later, you're the latest one. Sorry. Now, industry, commerce. FIDI. Hey, by the way, Adisti, I hope you are not taking a FIDI's job because FIDI is actually coming from industry. Let me hear from FIDI. FIDI, go ahead. Do you want to share or just want to give you?
Yeah. So most of the climate change and GHG emissions are coming from fossil fuels and industry. Also the buildings are formed, so deforestation is also a part of buildings and building new plants. So yeah, that industry contributes a lot of GHG emissions. But I would like to propose that we can go to electrification and
building or to transport?
Both.
Both.
But
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, first, building first or car first?
First transportation, as you can see.
Okay, so you want to electrify car, Tesla and the gang. Okay, let's see what it does. Okay, let's bring the car, the battery. Oh, sorry. Let's bring the. Sorry, how do you change this? I'm not supposed to do animation. Sorry. So let's do this. So let's move this to the maximum. So, see, I want you to see FIDI.
Yeah.
You want to electrify all cars in the world, let's say, your movement, but, and it helps 0.1 degree only. You still want to do it? Because this will take a lot of money and a lot of effort, a lot of damage to the earth because you need to dig lithium and nickel.
Yeah. So like, what if we?
Yeah. Okay. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And then the building meaning you will electrify all the building. No more with power plant. You will rely. When you say you electrify buildings, you will rely on solar and wind and the thin film. I like that.
Yeah.
Let's do. You go aggressively.
Let's not go aggressively. Yeah.
Like this. Okay. Car. What about car? You really like car?
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Like car.
You can go down for the cars too.
Down. But
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, I like to support renewable energy.
renewable energy. You are
Yeah.
happy. You want to support more. You want, yeah, because you need to
Yeah.
have the solar and wind.
Yes.
Otherwise, you cannot electrify the building. So I think you want to go further up, which,
Yeah.
as you can see, when you go further up, there is nothing changed in the
Yeah.
temperature.
And also
But the
the
money,
bio.
and then the biofuel. You say bioenergy?
Yes.
Okay, I like that. See, you go, you will spend a lot of money on bioenergy, but the the effect on temperature is zero. But anyway, I'll put it there. Okay, see, remember when you propose this bioenergy, I'm doing this, the sliding. You say you want to go subsidize the bioenergy, FED. A lot of money will be spent
Yeah.
there, but the temperature will not go down.
Okay.
You
So
still want to go for
no.
bioenergy?
No.
No? Okay.
Yeah. So and also I'd like to propose we can do we can develop a technology as an industry. We have IT
Oh,
sectors, and we can develop a technology to take out the CO2 from the atmosphere.
good. It is already there. The technology is going to the max now. You agree? You see the screen? I think it is the Adisti who support you now. So you and Adisti are on the same boat, except that Adisti, you see, Fidi does not want to use. She wants to detach from the conventional Adisti. So she supports the technology, but she wants to detach. Do you want to change this, Fidi? The call. You can disagree
Um,
later. Later.
yeah.
Later. Okay, you discuss. Okay, now. Isabella, people already love you so much that you don't have to even have to talk. But now talk, Isabella. Thank you, Fidi.
Thank you, sir.
You want to share? Yeah.
Hello?
Yes. Go ahead, Isabella.
All right. So first thing first, I'm very happy that all delegates actually support me with the clean tech, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I see that the renewables, nuclear is going like it's highly subsidized. It's
Right.
actually that's my proposal, right? So I want highly subsidized renewables and also the nuclear as well, because I think
Nuclear.
nuclear
Okay.
is actually the best way for us to
Wow.
replace the fossil fuels. Right?
Right.
However, the technology is actually are currently unavailable, but as you can see, their technological is actually they actually support and the technological which actually help us a lot as a clean tech, right? And
Right.
then the thing that I want to propose here that anybody didn't do that is the carbon price. So I
Carbon
want it to be
price.
high.
Okay.
I want it to be
Right.
high. So,
You want to tax how much? You want to tax how much? Just tell me the number. We will type in the number.
how much? Maybe
Or see,
like
you can just let's just slide.
yeah,
Okay, this is enough for you. You want to go up all the way up, all the
well,
way up. But you know what it means, right? What
yeah,
it means is you will kill a lot of energy, a lot of
yeah,
industry.
that's why I want it just high.
High. Okay, high. I like this. High to
Yep,
the max. High to the max before very high. Okay, this
yep,
is the
okay, all
high.
right. That's
Okay,
yeah, it's fine.
99. Okay.
Yes, I just
Woo!
want it to be
So,
high.
okay, so who is the lady who Adisti? You are from conventional energy now. Isabella proposed this. It means a lot to you, right? You will pay a lot of money to you will pay a lot of carbon tax. That's what it means, Isabella.
Yeah,
The industry will cry and will be angry. They will lobby people. They will lobby Aisha later to make sure this doesn't happen. So you need to talk later. But I like that you are right. People understand, and very surprisingly, nuclear is in your mind, Z
yeah.
generation. Thank you so much. So anything else? Otherwise, I will move to Albert before finally Aisha say something. Thank you,
Um,
Isabella. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Isabella.
See, I want to reduce as well the natural gas. So I want it to be highly taxed as well. The natural
Which
gas,
one?
oil, and coal, all the fossil fuels.
Oh, so this
I
I
want it to
cannot
be
touch
highly
first. You have
taxed.
to discuss.
Yeah.
You have to negotiate with Adisti
Adisti.
because I want because Adisti now Isabella wants you to be taxed very highly, but you say you don't want, and this is something that you want to negotiate. So Dr. Richard, they will discuss this later, and Adisti, you see Isabella is very technological yet very concerned about environmental, so she wants to tax you very highly, but Isabella, just for your information, you know where the money come from for this movement? No, just a crazy
She will have the
out of the
final
box
say,
thinking.
right?
Yeah. Who will say the final say? Is it the government or people who have money? Something that you want to think.
People,
Who have the most money in this picture? Who? Adisti.
yes, Adisti. Yes.
So,
Yeah, that's one.
so yeah, Adisti has the most money, but we hate Adisti most
Yeah.
because he's from coal, oil, right? But she has the most money. So remember this this is a real situation. Okay, good. Thank you. I like the discussion. So next, Albert. Where is Mr. Albert? The most handsome in the group, because you are the only man. And I like, by the way, this five out of six are ladies. You see the people in Glasgow now, almost 100% of delegation are men. Where are the ladies? Why? Why only men in the COP26? Why? Here we can see here the very good diversity. Why we need diversity? Because that's how great people come from diversity. Okay, Albert, where are you? Albert,
Hello.
let's go. Okay, I don't see you yet, but coming up. Okay, Albert, go ahead. Albert, you are an NGO, Climate Hawk.
So, first of all, I agree with my clean tech partner. I think I agree with the increase, increasing the carbon price. I also agree with that, and I also will support her to highly tax the coal and oil.
Okay, so I think it is time for me to highly tax you, Adisti, because two of your audience really want to tax you. Sorry, Adisti. How highly? How high? Very highly. Well, let's say, or you
I
want to go
think
up to
very
the max?
no.
You will kill them.
Maybe very
No,
highly,
yeah, very highly. Okay, let's put it here. Okay, but as you can see,
and the oil as well.
And the oil as well, and the oil as well. You want to tax them? See, but you see, Albert, you're from NGO, right? You cry out to Adisti, hey, I want to tax you, but look, you tax them, but the temperature doesn't go down. But you will create a lot of people losing jobs, Albert. This is just my opinion. You want to tax them, it means the oil industry will collapse. They will pull out from the country. They are rich, they can pay tax, but the temperature doesn't go down. Anyway, this is something for you to ponder. No. Don't back up. Be strong. Okay, this is something that you want to consider. So the temperature remains 1.7, doesn't go down, but you will kill a lot of families, Albert, because a lot of people who work in coal industry will be out of jobs. A lot of people who work and get handsome monthly salary will be also out of job. This is something that you as an NGO want to consider, because after all, this is about people. Anyway, I'm not supposed to influence you, but I want you to think also. Okay, let's see something else. Which one? Nobody touched natural gas. What happened? This is Indonesia has a lot of natural gas. Nobody touched this. Nuclear we don't have, but natural gas we have.
Actually, sir, I propose to put tax there as well, right?
Who?
Me, Bella.
Who is this? Isabella, you want to tax them? Yeah. Initially, I didn't want to tax them because only you. Right now, I have Albert and you. That's why now I dare to confront Adisti. Remember, she represent the party who have the money most. Okay, but now we are still sitting against her. Say, no, I don't care, Adisti. I will propose to highly tax you from technology, industry, from you and from Albert NGO. But again, remember, see, actually the one who produced electricity up to now. She is the one who produced electricity up to now. Okay, so Albert, you have good support from Isabella. Isabella, you good support from NGO. But Albert, anything else? Albert, you see something here? What about other movement?
Maybe deforestation. I will going to max like Norway. They already banned the first country that already
I
banned
like it.
deforestation.
Yes. You are supposed to say this because you are NGO. This is your life. So you go all the way. So this is supporting who? Somebody supports you already, right? Go forestation. Okay. So if you go forestation, the bioenergy, what happens? Subsidize or no? It's really up to you later. Okay. Just one thing, Adisti or Albert or Isabella, I want you to see what happened inside the call. You guys only talk about tax, but there is something important here. I have not introduced here. The year to stop building new coal infrastructure. This is actually very important. This is an alternative that I would like you to consider, Albert, to Adisti. She doesn't have to suffer so much because after all, she's the one who produces electricity. But maybe she wants to consider stop building the new ones and maintain the old ones. How we say, Albert?
I think I a little bit forgot the plan that proposed earlier for the renewable energy. They proposed for 10 years, right? 10 years, if I'm not mistaken.
10 years, yes. Let's go back. Yes, I like it for you. I like this discussion. Let's go. Renewable. It goes to you mean forestation, but we didn't touch renewable. Yeah, forestation 10 years. That's I think it is Jana. Yeah. So do you want to anyway? There's something that you want to consider in the second session. Okay, Albert. Anything else? Otherwise, we go to the leader of the world.
And maybe the bioenergy I will highly subsidize.
You will highly subsidize bioenergy. Okay, good. So now let me see what happened. Also, nothing changed. Nothing changed. The climate doesn't go down. But anyway, it's coming only 0.1 degree. But remember, with this approach, you will spend a lot of money, a lot of people also getting suffered, and so on. Okay. Now, Albert, allow me to move to Aisha. She will have, even though she's not from industry, but she will have the sayings. She's a politician. So, Aisha.
I would like to say that all of your ideas are in line with our proposals. However,
yeah, I like it.
All of you propose very drastic and very radical change. This is something that a more undeveloped country cannot sustain.
Yeah.
If you're from a developed country, sure, they'll probably be able to afford like the taxes for the coal and oil and so forth. However, it's going to be a major issue for like, underdeveloped countries. So my proposal is similar to everyone else's. However, it's either going to be like moderation in level, or we'll start later on in the country. You cannot just start it right here, right now.
Yeah. Okay.
And furthermore, I need to propose something as well to help with economic growth.
Yeah.
So on one
grow?
hand, I cannot, on one hand, like as much as like I want like highly reduce deforestation, even ban deforestation. On the other hand, by in the increase in economic growth, this may in turn also have an increase in population levels, because when you're more like, economically stable, you know, some people they might be like, oh yeah, now we're more stable, we can finally raise a family and so forth. So that's why due to my plan of like also increasing economic growth, it may also increase world population levels as well.
Okay. So which one you want to increase population, right?
Well, firstly, I agree with the tax call. However, instead of like being very highly taxed, I propose it just to be highly taxed.
Okay, coal, highly taxed.
Yeah. Renewables, however, I propose it to be highly subsidized. We all agree, like I talked to the world leaders, they agree for renewables to be highly
They agree.
subsidized.
I thank you, head of delegate. What about the growth economy? You want to make sure that the economy growth, not
Yeah.
only for developed country. Okay.
Yes.
So
We
far I put
propose,
here
yeah, we propose a high growth.
economy must be growing. What about population? You say something of population. You want to
Well,
apply
it
one
depends
child.
on the, yeah, it depends on the country. It's like in some countries, like because of the economic growth, they spend more time like working, so they have the less time of taking care of children. However, in like some other cultures, because of the high economic growth and better well-being, they think that now is like they can finally like have a good environment to raise children. So they might actually want to, um, have more children. So
So the leaders would encourage people to slow down
I mean, like, I guess, but like, it's in sometimes in some cultures, I talked to the Indonesian delegation. They said like the thing is banyak anak banyak rezeki. So
okay, good. So you cannot change. You cannot tell Indonesian, you have to only have one kid. No, cannot. Okay, I understand. You cannot tell the Indian or even China now they don't want to have only one kid. So good. So it's very unrealistic. You say to put a low growth population. So
yeah,
it means you are happy with status quo, which is now I think if you want to see what is the status quo, it means now 10.9 billion. It means you assume they grow at this rate. So the rate that you are using is I think it's around, yeah, very moderate basically. This is what happened. So nothing changed. Okay. So let's see. I don't know what happened. Anybody can help me with this because why my screen all of a sudden goes zoom? Ah, not okay. The first session is over by the way. 6 of you only bring your plan only bring down the climate change to 1.8 degree. That's the conclusion. Ladies and gentlemen, we will close the session. You don't reach the 1.5 degree, you only reach 1.8 degree. And as I see in your proposal, as I see only as a observer, I'm sorry. Anybody can advise me how to unzoom this? I don't know. As you can see here, only 1.8 degree, yet you are very aggressive on everything, meaning you focus on renewable, you will spend a lot of money building something, and FIDI will build a power electric factory, battery, and FIDI will start digging more lithium and nickel and so on. Of course, and everything else that we discussed, and forestation. So I will share this result, and I will share this so that you can see how do I will copy scenario link, and then I will share this in the chat so you can have this for your memento. Okay, that, yeah, you can see this what happened today, what we did. I will stop sharing, and then Dr. Richard, I would like you to send them to the breakout room and discuss why 1.8 degree only. The floor is yours. And I think we have like 25 minutes for them to go to the breakout room.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for this very heated discussion, right? So you see that all of these 6 parties, right, try to push their agenda, or, rather they agree on the danger of the global warming and climate changes, but yet they are not willing to compromise on their own interest, right? That is human. That is a human defense systems. Right, so 6 parties over here, right, will attempt, to do their part, right, but along the process, they will step on others' foot, and others will be unhappy, and they do a counter propose or counter attack. That is where, the unconsciously incompetent part, needs to be brushed upon so that we become consciously competent, right? So now, I would like to hear the participants now, right, by sharing on the breakout rooms, right? It will be divided into 6. So I would like to request assistant from the admin to assign the breakout room for all 6 parties.
Okay, thank you so much. Welcome back to the main sessions. Dr. Richard, I will start by inviting Adisti. Is it okay? Just to
Yes.
revise her proposal so that it will
Yeah,
be quick.
okay. Yeah, so you have your own breakout rooms, and I was in the WD's room, and one of the participants is giving up a very good input, right?
Okay.
And yeah, let us hear from each of the party leaders.
Right.
After discussing, I think like the time is a little bit short, but let us see what kind of changes that you can propose to make this setup better. Because the current setup, it is
1.8.
reducing 1.8 1.8 degrees Celsius.
Which group that you said was very impressive? The discussion.
Because I was in a VD's room, Pak.
Okay, let's start from VD's then. Looking forward to it. Let's start from VD's. Yeah. VD's. Thank you.
Yeah, so there was this guy, his name is Calvinus Alexander, and he suggested that if we will electrify the transport and so we have to mine the nickel, and it will cause deforestation because we have to fill the mine after it is done.
Very good.
And he also proposed that the water quality, because of the waste, it's gonna be down, and it will be harmful for the aquatic life, and the fishermen will also not get the right fishes. You mentioned that.
Well done. What's his name? Alex? Calvin. Well done. Well done. Okay, so summarize in which one you propose now. I remember you were very aggressive on the transportation. Now you learn from your team. You cannot do that because there is a side effect impact of afforestation. Now tell us in 1 minute what is your proposal, VD.
Yeah, so I would like to support renewable energies. And
okay, up to the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Up to the
okay.
end.
0.2 degree, and then.
Yeah, and also because I still have to, after the renewable energy, I still need to use coal and oil for transportation purposes, like for ships and airplanes and for supply chains. So I would support Adisti's proposal for subsidies in coal and oil. Because it doesn't.
Okay. Let's see first your proposal, because Aditi may have a different opinion. But thank you so much. And oil also, you say subsidized. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Electrification. What happened?
Yeah. So it has side effects, so I cannot. It didn't affect the temperature. Yeah.
Okay. What about the energy efficiency?
Yeah, I want to do that. Energy efficiency.
Okay.
Both in transport and building. Not that much in transport because it won't be easy to convince people to use bicycles.
Yes. To bicycle to the work. Yeah. Energy efficiency. You can do this very highly or no?
Yes.
Very highly. What about electrifying the building, since you support renewable?
Yeah, very less, I guess. That too.
No, electrifying the building is not the same as electrifying the transport. Because in the building you cannot rely on battery. Transport you rely on battery, but building electrification you will rely on something else. The solar, the thin film, the wind.
Yeah, the wind, solar.
Okay.
Geothermal.
Geothermal. So, okay. Can I take a liberty to propose this on behalf of you?
Yeah.
PD?
Yes.
Okay.
And also the technology.
Technology. You support Isabella.
Yes.
Okay. To the end. Okay. Good. See. Dr. Richard, you see, even from industry alone, they are the user, right, Dr. Richard?
Yes.
With their proposal, she managed to go down from 3.6 to 2.3. See this. What I say is she is the main user of this. And I really enjoy to see that actually she managed to commit and to reduce from 3.6 to 0.3, which is 1.3 degree. it is a lot of effort. Yet, she is very considerate now. She doesn't
Yes.
go all the way to battery. So thank you, Fidi. So now I want to hear. Okay, okay. Let's say Isabella because you got last. Oh no, let's say Isabella and then leader. What leader? Isabella.
Yes, clean tech.
Yeah.
I'm a leader of fintech. So actually, I don't want coal and oil to be subsidized, right? So I want it to be highly
Yeah.
taxed.
You still okay?
Still,
In this,
I want it to be
Oh,
highly
oh,
taxed.
they are disagreement here then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So no, it's
But
okay.
let us hear.
So it means let's open the picture between Adisti and I want to hear Adisti and Isabella. Adisti as an argument. Let's go for Adisti and Isabella. Adisti. So you see, Isabella is very consistent with her discipline. So she wants to tax you,
Yeah.
which is very normal. Actually, in MIT, people will tax highly like this. So what do you say? And by the way, by taxing, Isabella managed to reduce even further another 0.2 degree. So Adisti, you are the one who have money. Isabella, please remember that.
Yeah.
What about carbon price? You still want to tax her?
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, because look,
Of course.
from 2.1, as soon as you apply carbon tax, yeah, very high, it goes down already to 1.8, Isabella.
Yeah.
And see, you see this now, Adisti, you are the one who have money. Tell Isabella now. What will you commit? Come on.
I think that as a delegate, like I think like from company, I don't think I can agree with this, Isabella.
Okay.
I think that because of the money that we're gonna spend is not kind of like worth it for like to like overcoming the climate change, which is in this case is the greenhouse gas emissions. So I think that I more like tends to more supporting on the FIDI's proposal is because of, as I mentioned before, that I think that I think that from the company, we think that we can more agree to have a carbon prices since we have like a major responsible for such producing those waste. But I think that we not agree for giving like having a very highly tax, because I think that that kind of money is can more be more
Yeah.
valuable
Let me help Isabella. Isabella, look, what she says, Isabella, please give me a break. Don't tax me so much, okay? But Isabella, please look at this.
Yeah.
I will move the tax from very high.
So highly, yeah.
No, not even taxing. Look at the degree. Look at the degree. It doesn't change. It doesn't change.
However,
so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, if I want just tax it like for a bit, but because I think the tax is very important for us as well, because the tax revenues can actually help the
no, I disagree with you, unfortunately, because the tax revenue, you never control the tax revenue. What Adisti proposed, she will not agree to the tax, but she will commit a lot of fund for your technology improvement, for your clean tech, because she wants to maintain her business for society too. She has a lot of employees. So as you see, Isabella, you want initially very highly taxed, 1.8 degree. I remove to 0 as the lady wants, right? Still it's 1.8 degree. But what she did different just now, Isabella, she promised you she will stop building new power plant. She promised you she will stop building new power plant. So no tax. She will convert the money to what? For developing your business. So no tax. Remember, Isabella, look, even oil, I moved to 0, also doesn't change. 1.8. So why you tax them?
Because
you see the logic?
Yeah. I think in the first place, I think that the tax revenues itu can help for to aid the vulnerable population, right? As they have to adopt to the climate impacts. So
Yes, yes.
yeah, that's just some kind of
Okay.
compensations,
Yeah.
compensate
So
for it.
let me ask Adisti. Adisti, if we agree on taxing you very highly, you most likely you will kill all your business. Okay. So, but it's good for society. Will
Yeah.
you agree? Highly tax?
No,
No.
I think
Okay.
like kind of more agree if uh like the proposals
You
we
will
did
spend the
that
money for the
for
clean tech,
yes the clean tech and also maybe a little bit
renewable,
for carbon price because like
carbon price.
Mm,
but I think that
yeah, yeah.
little bit
We will.
but a
Okay.
very little bit
Very little. Okay. Okay.
Very
Already 1 point degree.
little bit.
because like
Okay. Okay.
because
So
like
good. Very good. Very good.
All right.
Okay. So now, thank you both. Now, finally, I have to come. Jana, I'll speak on behalf of you. Will you do something here? Deforestation? Still
Yes.
the same?
I think like
You will reduce?
yeah, highly reduce.
Okay, it's a lot of money, yeah, but I will support. I will just click. What
Yeah.
about afforestation?
I think it will be up to only the medium growth. Like
The
but
medium
like
growth. The
yeah.
medium growth. Okay. You spend money, but you don't bring results.
Yeah.
Because medium growth, you don't reduce the temperature.
Oh. Okay, maybe
Anyway,
high.
good.
Yeah.
If you go high, it will reduce 0.6 degree, but it is
Yeah.
impossible.
Yeah. Because of the we
Yeah.
need room to grow. Yeah.
Right. So what about methane? Because this is what you
Nah.
play around. Remember
Yeah.
what did you put?
Uh, after our discussions, we will reducing into 70%.
I like it. So make it simple, yeah.
Yeah.
70%. See? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Okay. So let's make it. Now we reach the agreement. No, not yet, because I see some crazy proposal from FIDI. Very good proposal that you are very aggressive, FIDI. Can I reduce this a little bit, FIDI? Because now you see. Okay. FIDI, are you okay? Because still we reach this. Now, Albert, do you have anything to say? Otherwise, I will move to the leader, the world leader. She will stamp this. Albert,
Um,
yeah, go ahead, Albert. Nuclear? You still want a building nuclear power plant? A lot of money?
no.
No, okay. So, Darren, they will not build nuclear power plant. Okay.
Yeah, Darren also suggest me not to do
Oh,
something with the
see,
nuclear.
okay.
Yeah.
Don't touch anything. Okay. Okay, but
And
we are good.
maybe one point from the transportation, there's an idea to make a public transport, but maybe it's all about the
So
energy
you want to increase
efficiency,
more? Yes, I agree with you.
and not
Not
that
to him.
high. Yeah,
Yeah.
and electrification maybe.
You want to increase the battery. Okay.
Yeah.
You support the okay. But you don't
Okay.
have to too much. Just a little bit already 1.5. You know what it means if you spend unnecessarily, it will create also environmental impact. But anyway, I will make it 1.5. Oh, 1.5 too much. 1.4 too much. I want just enough. See this? Not so
Okay.
aggressive, Happy. So which one is almost impossible? Technology is impossible. This is not realistic. I want to reduce technology to, I don't know, not high growth, but just enough to make it 0.5. Technology is very critical. So Isabella, you play a very important role. Cannot play around with you. That's why you need to speak with Adisti because you get the money from her. Okay,
Yeah.
anyway, I will share this to the link. I don't know why when I come to the room, you guys don't speak. But I thought it is interesting, but apparently not everybody likes my way of teaching. So anyway, Dr. Richard. Oh, leaders. Aisha, where are
Yeah, I
you?
was about to ask,
Okay,
like, what is the
okay,
cost of like
okay.
renewable energy as well as
Right,
electrification and so forth, as well as the carbon
right,
price?
right.
Because like we at least we could like keep like coal and oil at the status quo and not tax, so at least the like
Okay.
more developing countries can have more of a lax time with that. But we
Yeah,
also need to think of like the cost of like these other things that have been proposed
yeah.
as well.
Good.
If like
Aisha, let me entertain you. So these people wants to go highly, very highly on very aggressive renewable, right?
Yep.
But let me play a moderate role, not very highly, but even just a little bit, a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, because they're less cost, right?
Yeah.
The temperature maintain the same,
Yeah.
because you're concerned about the cost, right? And I agree with that. The carbon price very high. You propose a lower because you don't want to kill them. Because if you propose lower, then the degree will go up, or you want to find from something else. So how low?
Okay. Yeah,
Okay. One thing, just a play, right? So you say you want to propose low, not too high, right? Medium.
Well, yeah, medium.
Medium is how much? Let me see the medium. Also only 48 tons, so it's not so expensive. Okay.
Yeah.
You're happy, but then still we have not reached 1.5. Can I propose to you, leader? Don't grow too quickly. Don't grow the world too quickly.
Okay, how about this? I'm just gonna propose, I'm just gonna tell governments to stop having babies or something. It's we can decrease the population.
Yeah, that's also another alternative. But you say the Indonesia will not take the order, right? Let's say don't grow. Oh, it doesn't help. It doesn't help. So let them raise the kids. Okay, but the economic growth.
Yeah, but then there's why people in poverty.
That's true. That's very true. Okay. So I want to make it realistic so that you remember. Okay. Deforestation, you don't have to go very highly. Even if you go a little bit, already 1.5, it doesn't matter. Jana, I hope you are not angry. Okay. Okay. See, not so expensive. So the only extreme that I see here is Isabella, unfortunately.
And
this is the point.
Sir,
this is the point of this course.
Too.
Sorry.
Low economic growth too. Still though, how are we going to help the people?
Yeah, you want my opinion? I tell you my opinion. Tell them not to be so greedy. Be content.
Agree.
Be content.
But here's the thing though.
Tell them.
Can I represent both developing and developed countries?
You can.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, okay, I will share. I hope you can save the chat so you know what that, especially the 6 of you have done a very great job, Dr. Richard. I don't expect to be this exciting. Thank you so much. No, I want to share this in the Zoom so that the 6 at least knows what they did today, and imagine if they tell the 1% not to be so greedy. Yeah. Okay. Oh no, the 1% is already who's this? Calvin. The 1% control the 99%, so you cannot do anything. Calvin. And by the way, the 1% actually live very modest. I tell you, Calvin. They don't live expensively, the 1%. Okay, now I want to close because we are already 5 minutes left. Dr. Richard, can I close?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, so you see the conclusion lead us to a very, very astonishing fact that we need to spend money. We need to spend on clean tech technology, on building startup. That's what Isabella is doing now. What I'm supposed to do? Stop sharing, right? So what we are bringing, what we reach today is kind of apparently we need to support the students, the movement, to focus on building innovation-driven enterprise.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and this technology, I have slides, but don't have time to show you slides. This technology will take 7 to 13 years to finish, and it will take a lot of money. And for startups to play in this domain, you cannot do it alone. You have to live together with corporation. I will repeat again. The end of this game bring us to conclusion that we need to focus on innovation-driven enterprise. Innovation-driven enterprise only come from people like you who study technology, science, engineering, and math. So you are on the right spot, Isabella and all the gangs. You are on the right spot. Jana, Adisti, Fidi, every one of you, Aisha, Albert, every one of you. Number 3, because your horizon cannot be 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. Your horizon must talk about 9 years, 7 years to 13 years. And you cannot do it alone as a startup. You have to live together with strategic partner. As we play around today, Adisti and Isabella, you guys must live together. Isabella and Adisti in the real life, right? The clean tech movement. Don't hate Adisti. Don't hate the industry. You see this? Okay? And as an NGO, Albert, you don't blame Adisti. Right? You don't blame also industry, FIDI, because they are the one. Look at the FIDI's case. From 3.6, she reduced to 2.3 by her action alone, without investing so much on stuff, just by being efficient in building in her factory, by tell people start using bicycle in factory. Okay, you, for example. Okay, so that is the conclusion of today. From incompetent unconsciously, you don't know that you don't know. Now you know what you know. Okay, you know what you know. What you know now is this movement is not an individual movement. This movement is, it takes a village to raise a kid. So what's in it for you? I want you to reflect. Calm down, slow down for 30 seconds, reflect. What can you do individually? What can you do individually to contribute to the scenario that the 6 people in front of us have built? What can we do individually? 30 seconds. Thank you. Dr. Richard, back to you. Thank
Okay.
You so much.
Yeah, thank you, Pak Toria, for this very heated discussion. You know, this unconsciously incompetent to consciously competent, you know, we see that, you know, climate changes poses a very serious problem for everyone over here. Yeah, and from the dynamic of 6 people in here, right, a role played by the student, we can see that, you know, upon negotiations, upon hearing opinions, you know, upon doing a trial and errors with the simulation, that we can see that, you know, during this very short time, yeah, we can learn how to compromise, we can learn how to fit things in, whether it is inside the box, outside the box, or from other people's opinion, you know. So all of these intersects, right, intersect together and form a new collective conclusion, which is 1.5 degree. Is that correct, Mark?
Yes, 5.5 degree, and the link
Yeah,
is there for you to
1.5
see.
degree reduction for the climate change. Yeah, so this you know, this process which lasts for how long? Is it 2 hours ish, right? So this serve as what we call it the toolbox. Yeah, toolbox to move from the unconsciously incompetent to consciously competent within these 2 very hours. Yeah. So of course, participants, we can, you know, develop these to others more relevant field of your choosing, whether you want to making a decisions in your companies, you know, life science companies or any other companies, or whether they are like an upcoming major storm occurrences which affect the most important part in your company, right? By doing this toolbox to move from unconsciously incompetent to consciously competent, it will definitely, you know, boost up, you know, the quality and result of the decision. Take a look at what happened today, you know, based on the discussion, you know, whether you are only an individual until you get pushed by other parties and then you come together, talk and compromise, you know, we can create a better result from this, right? So we hope that, you know, we learn, you know, not only on the climate changes itself, which is the topic of today's topic, you can learn the method of how we are doing all of this learning, these incredible learnings to create a desired result. You see, it is possible. So it's unconsciously incompetent, or rather unconsciously competent. Now you are consciously competent. Yeah, so that is all of my says, Pak, on the webinar today. Yeah, so we are learning not only on the climate change itself, but we learn how to compromise things, how we can renegotiate and repurpose our strategy so that we can create a better result. Okay, Pak.
Wow.
So that will be all from me, Pak. If you have any further things to say, Pak.
Just one more thing about this.
Yes.
Why I3L or MBM program may be relevant to you to contribute on answering the real issues of human being. Why? This is why I3L is supported by large corporations. Number one. Number two, they have the toolbox in their school. They have networks that is required to support your ideas to contribute really. It's not only digital, by the way. The real contribution by building innovation-driven company, innovation-driven enterprise. So talk to Gabriel, talk to Dr. Richard. I am not teaching here. I am not paid to tell this, but I think I really enjoy to see a school who do not only sell seats for seats, but focus on science and bring them. Now you see, you can bring them, Dr. Richard, to answer problem of the world.
Problem of the world.
Big problem, or even it's big problem, but they can start individually. I don't know the answer because I didn't ask, but the last 30 seconds that I asked for them to be silent, they have the answer. What can they do individually? So thank you for the opportunity. It's very luxurious for me to share this with the audience. Unfortunately, many of the audience are shy. Maybe it's Saturday, but I really enjoy, especially for the 6th, Adisti, Isabella, Jana, Fidi, I see here Pak Hari Lunardi. Thank you for turning on the video. Ayesha, the world leader, and Albert. So thank you everybody for participating. I return to Dr. Richard, Zelia, and Gabriel. Thank you again.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We would like to return back to Miss Azalia.
Okay, thank you so much everyone that already joined for today's webinar. Thank you so much Pak Toro and all MBM students for the sharing knowledge. Thank you so much Parisat Sutejo as the moderator for today's event. Hopefully all the things that already shared by the speaker useful for all of us for future implementations. The link evaluation form already shared on the talent chat to get an e-certificate. Me along with my partner from I3L will end the sessions. Stay safe and stay healthy, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Pak Toro, Pak Richard, and all MBM students. Bye.